Coming up on SCVTV's Community Corner, travel back in time as Bridge to Home previews an event that's good for the soul and a great cause.
On your mark, get set, go, and head on over to the Hart School District's 13th Annual Hart Games. Find out more coming up.
It's time to strike a pose. We're talking fashion with the Henry Mayo Home Tour League ahead of their fabulous annual fashion show.
Got a creative team? Learn how they can unleash their inner Picasso at this year's Youth Arts Showcase.
Lace up those running shoes, find out how to participate in the annual Mardi Gras Madness 5K and 10K. And on an all-new episode of Twist, we reveal this year's One Story, One City featured book.
Stay tuned. SCVTV's Community Corner starts now. Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley, to SCVTV's Community Corner. I'm Jerrid McKenna, filling in for Dave Caldwell.
And I'm Carrie Lujan. In this show, it's all about you, Santa Clarita, the nonprofits, the schools, our local government, and the amazing people who make up our wonderful community. We have a great episode lined up for you today.
We really do, Carrie. We're talking with local nonprofits making a big impact and sharing some exciting community events. From fundraisers and art showcases and an inspiring track and field meet, there's something for everyone.
Plus, we'll find out this year's One Story, One City book selection in a new episode of This Week in Santa Clarita. And Jerrid, I am so excited that you are here with me today to help co-host. You are always such a good sport, and I have to say that is one of my favorite things about you.
Yeah, I don't know how to say no to you.
I know.
What it is.
And should we revisit some of the things that we've done? There was the dancing in the Sammy Clarita suit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The Kiki Challenge, I think, is
yes.
on the trolley, not
yes.
in a Sammy Clarita costume. So yeah.
Yeah. The donut eating competition?
I did that. Yeah, I didn't want to.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't get you to do the belly flop though.
Yeah, I apparently do have limits to what you ask me to do, and it ends at belly flop.
Well, let's not try. I mean, we're just starting out here today, so let's not put limits on anything. Everything's on the table. So for the community who might not know you, which I don't know how that's possible because you're from here, homegrown, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, born and raised in Santa Clarita. I grew up in Canyon Country, went to Canyon High School where I met my wife, and we've been married since 2012. And we have 3 young kids that we're now raising in the community. And I've had the pleasure of working for the city since 2012.
When I first met you, you didn't have any kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird to think? And now you have like a whole team.
Yeah. 3 young boys, and I feel like I've had them forever, but it's only been 7 years, and it's the best part of life right now, to be completely honest. And you get to experience a community in a whole different way through your kids' eyes.
And you really have had a whole career with the city in so many different positions and roles. Tell us where you started and where you are now. Yeah,
so I tell people you kind of fall into public service. It's not something I think you grow up thinking you're going to do. And my in with the city was in recreation. And so I first started with the city after working at the Boys and Girls Club at Newhall in our youth sports program. So overseeing all of the basketball, baseball, football programs that are just massive in this community, to then actually working in our communications department.
Favorite division, communications.
It was a good time, and when I was doing that, it was really on the brink of getting into social media and doing a lot more marketing. And then I've done everything from budget, finance, and then a lot of special projects. When we started a homeless task force with the council, and I got to be the staff lead on that. And I'm now seeing, the efforts that we talked about, though, and the dreams and the vision be executed, through our council.
And we're going to talk about more of that when we have Bridge to Home on later today. Yeah. And how about now? What are you doing now, Mr. Jerrid?
So now this is my 4th year as the Director of Neighborhood Services.
4th year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
So what does the Director of Neighborhood Services do?
Yeah, so Neighborhood Services does everything from the maintenance on our parks and facilities, which we have 38 parks and more than almost 1 million square feet of facilities that we maintain, and then also environmental services. So our waste contract, and then all the green Santa Clarita that we get to do in this community.
And parks are a huge thing this year, next year, last year. Yeah. There's so many amazing projects happening. The transition of Hart Park into the city.
Yeah.
And if people wanted to hear just really in depth with Jerrid McKenna, where could they go to do that?
Yeah, we have a new podcast. So your team has started a podcast. I think we just released episode 3, and I had the pleasure of sitting down with our city manager to discuss all things parks and what has come, but also the exciting things that are coming.
So make sure you check that out. We'll put the information up on the screen of where you can see that. And you obviously work very hard with the city. You're volunteering to do things like this with me here today, but you've also been involved in a lot of the nonprofits, and you coach.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
You make it sound like I'm stressed just hearing all the stuff that you're talking about. So I want to start with the coaching because that's really my passion. And now being able to coach my own kids, and I'm in the thick of coaching 2 basketball teams in the city programs for my 7 and 5-year-old. And that experience is something I love. And I get to coach all the other kids and just see them develop a love for sports and athletics is a huge passion. Another one that developed was really the homeless issue that we have out here is unique to Santa Clarita, just like a lot of other things. And we have a lot of hidden homeless that I don't think people realize. And that kind of geared me towards serving on the nonprofit Family Promise of the Santa Clarita Valley and doing just what I could to help try to get a transitional housing unit built, but also just the daily needs. And I think I left that board about 3 or 4 years ago, and then now I'm on the New Way, which is helping high school students, and specifically right now La Mesa students who need assistance and are experiencing homelessness and not having the essentials to just get through each day.
Wow, you really do a lot for this community, and we're lucky to have you. And you earned the Presidential Volunteer Honor. I'm not sure what the exact name of that is, but...
Yeah. So last year, through the efforts of just coaching multiple teams, Again, I think I have a problem with saying no, not just to you, but
in general.
Yeah. I think I coached 3 different basketball teams, 2 football teams, and then helped with 2 baseball teams.
And it's 100 volunteer hours in a year to earn that, which is awesome. Yeah. I just thought of one more thing that we made you do. The Sky Tower Challenge at Magic Mountain. Tell us what that was. Yeah,
I don't even know. Maybe you remember the number of stairs. So everyone knows the Red Tower at Magic Mountain. And we have this fun competition we do with the Sheriff's Department and the Fire Department, which I got the opportunity to work for at one point in my career, or work with in collaboration with the city. So we do fun challenges all the time just to build that camaraderie. We've done a truck pull, and then we've also done the Tower Challenge that you mentioned. And so thousands of stairs, and I decided, never doing it before, I'm just gonna sprint as fast as I could. I got a good time, but I will never do that again.
How did you feel once you got to the top?
I didn't feel good. I may have gotten sick at the top, but if you're not giving it your all, you shouldn't show up.
That's right. That's right. And there actually is another truck pull coming up.
Yep.
And I don't know if you've heard, are you competing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. There's an all-girl team this year. Have you heard this?
I have not.
Okay. All-girl team, we're coming for you. And there's also an award for best costumes. So if we don't win the truck pull, we are going to win for best team spirit and best costumes. So we'll make sure to bring updates on that once it happens.
I love it. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. We have a great show for you today, so stay with us.
Oh my gosh, you guys are not gonna believe what happened in math class today.
What happened?
So, John was assigned in front of me in class,
yeah,
and he kept bouncing his leg and looking over his shoulder, and I can tell he really might have a crush on me.
Probably does.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it later. Go to good class.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh my god, I could have sworn you were a white girl. Are you sure you're black? You don't sound black.
Very good. You studied this time a lot, huh? Good job. You need to work on it, okay? Good job. Good job.
Dude, what are you doing? You know you did way better than the rest of us. I mean, look at you. Wait, seriously? Aren't agents supposed to be good at math? Look at this dude. kailangan niya ng brush.
Magbubuhol-buhol sa buhok niya.
Hindi siya bigyan ng sabon para tumigil.
Anak!
Bilisan mo. Mahuhuli na tayo sa party ni Lola. Oh, anong problema mo? Anong nangyari?
It's nothing. It's another day. It's okay.
Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. Are you ready to step back in time to the glitz and glamour of the Roaring 20s? If you said yes, we've got an event that will have you roaring into a new era, and it's all for a great cause.
That's right. The local nonprofit, Bridge to Home, is hosting its 2025 Soup for the Soul Gala, themed Roaring into a New Era, to celebrate the opening of its new shelter and to usher in the start of an exciting new chapter.
So here to give us an update on the new shelter and share all the exciting details about this fabulous event are Mandy and Maddie. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, we're excited to be here. Yeah.
Well, before we get into all the details, Mandy, tell us a little bit about Bridge to Home.
Bridge to Home is a nonprofit organization that's been in Santa Clarita for over 26 years now, started in 1997, and it was an emergency shelter organization. And then it turned into a 60-bed nonprofit, and we housed individuals in the winter time. And then in 2019, it turned into a full-service, 365-day-a-year shelter. And I'm really proud to say that in 2024, in July, we opened our new shelter facility.
Yay!
That houses 69 individuals and 32 family members. So we have 101 individuals in that shelter right now with families with children. We are full at all times. We have services from case management to housing navigation to outsourcing for medical needs, education training, you name it, we try and do that, especially with our housing them for meals as well, 3 meals a day.
So I'm curious, that's an extensive list of services. Can you maybe let us know how many people have you helped?
In the last year, we actually did our numbers, and we are over 80,000 now per year due to the new shelter, and we're on track to do over 100,000 individuals served in the coming year. I'm excited to say, or meals served in the coming year. This last year, we served over 1,000 individuals with services. So over 80,000 meals served and 1,000 individuals served.
That's really incredible and such an impact on the community, which is why events like Soup for the Soul are so important. So Maddie, let's turn to you. Soup for the Soul is getting hot and spicy this year, yes?
Yes, we are so excited. I'm super excited because it's the first year Bridge to Home is giving it a theme, and it just feels like the perfect year with the opening of the new shelter. Like you guys said, it's roaring into a new era because Bridge to Home has roared into the opening of the new shelter, and there's so many things to come. So we're kind of excited to share all that with the community.
And what is the theme? I mean, any ideas? Like what?
Yeah, you can be a flapper, you can be a gangster.
Yes, very 1920s.
Yes.
We encourage you to dress up. We're looking to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think one of the most exciting things about your events are the auction items, and I know that's highly anticipated. So can you tell us maybe some of those that you already have?
Yes, so we have a silent auction, a live auction, and kind of our signature dessert auction. So we're super excited for all three. Our silent auction this year, we have an amazing committee that's helped with all of this planning and gathering of the items, and we've kind of put a lot of thought into it. We want it to feel very Santa Clarita. When you walk around, we're gonna have all 60 silent auction items present at the event for you to walk around and check out. And we want you to see a little sprinkle of Santa Clarita in there. So you'll be excited to see some of your local favorites have donated auction items. And our live auction is incredible. We have different experiences that you could win, like Mexico and Iceland. We have an LA Kings experience for 7. Red Engine Brewing Company has donated a tasting and tour. So
Yes.
yeah.
LA on the town, so helicopter ride. So we have a lot of really genuinely thought out live auction items. Grand Canyon experience.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to talk more about the dessert auction because this was huge last year, and I have to say my husband looks forward to this event primarily for the dessert auction. He has never been happier than when he won the lemon cake last year. So tell us what the options are for the auction this year. What are we going to get?
Well, we have Wolf Creek which is Megan's chocolate cake.
The big one?
The big one. And that is going to be, we only have 10 this year, so remember. So be careful when you get there, be ready. They're going to be on display. We have 2 carts that will be wheeled out. We don't want to tell you too much, but an assortment of desserts with champagne.
We have, I think, a new one this year is a Rattler's carrot cake. We have a full one of those. We're hoping to bring the lemon cake back. I think you'll see that one again. That was a fan favorite for a lot of people. Yes.
He will be very pleased.
And red velvet.
Red velvet.
Jen's Cupcakery. It's a surprise, but she's going to make an extravagant dessert like she did last year. And everyone's putting a lot of thought into their desserts, and they're donating them to Bridge to Home.
Yeah, so we have another themed cake that you can look forward to too from a new local bakery that's helping us out this year. So
I don't know. I smell like a record fundraising event this year is going to happen. So what happens with all of that? You know, once you do these fundraisers, and I know it's a big help to the programs and services, maybe you can touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, so the money raised at these events, that between sponsorships and auctions, dessert, live and silent, all goes back to the incredible work that Bridge to Home does. So it helps provide the meals and the resources for stuff like case management, like Mandy touched on.
Yes.
And I think we need to talk a little bit about how important Bridge to Home is, and not just to the community, but to each of us. I know, Jerrid, you were really involved with the Homeless Task Force when it first started. Let's start with you, Maddie. Why did you want to get involved with Bridge to Home?
So I recently changed careers and got into real estate, and I think I found my love for helping people find home. My boyfriend and I became first-time home buyers this year, and just that feeling was incredible, and finding that love for first-time home buyers, but also wanting to spread it to a different community and kind of help grow it in that sense. I think everyone deserves a roof over their head and somewhere safe to call home, and I just think Bridge to Home really was the bridge to help me do that in both my professional life and my personal life now.
It's beautiful. Okay, Mandy, same question to you.
I grew up here, and I moved away after high school, and I came back about 5 years ago. And I worked in the nonprofit arena in Northern California, and I said, you know what, if I'm going to go back and do my career again, what do I want to do? And I decided I wanted to choose a nonprofit that would give back to this town. And I've never seen another nonprofit that has, when you invest in Bridge to Home, we always say this, we invest in Santa Clarita, and I haven't seen a town that shows up to, we need to find solutions. When we have a problem, Santa Clarita residents step in to find solutions. We have hundreds of volunteers that volunteer for Bridge to Home, and one of them is my son. And it's really close to my heart because I show him, you know, we have this wonderful and beautiful, blessed life, but there are people who have gone a different direction, and it's not always their fault, and they come on bad times, and Bridge to Home is trying to open doors for them to build their dignity back. They need to become a part of society again, and it's really nice to see these young people go into Bridge to Home and serve them a meal and connect with them one-on-one, and you see our residents smile.
That's great. I love that. So that's amazing. And the work that you both do are phenomenal, and it makes a huge impact. Going back to the event for a second, because I have this hat on. Can you, Mandy, maybe tell us, for the people who are interested, where can they find more information about the event?
Yes.
And exciting, I think I heard, if they can attend in person, you know, how can they maybe do that virtually or still give?
Sure. So if you go to b2home.org and you click on our events tab, you will find this event is Saturday, February 22nd at the Hyatt Regency Valencia. Starts at 5 p.m. The doors open at 6:30 p.m. We have tickets still available, and we do have sponsorship still available if any corporation, club, congregation would like to sponsor. And we are going to have our silent auction open to the public. So on our social media pages, and we will send out electronic newsletters if you're in our community, and you can bid on those auction items as well. All proceeds go to, as Maddie said, to our programs and services.
That's great.
I'm so excited. We can't wait. We're ready.
Yeah.
Jerrid has his hat ready.
Excited.
We're ready. And we're going to have, we didn't mention it, we have a cigar bar, we have a magician, we have live jazz music, we have singers during the reception.
We extended our registration period, so it starts, like she said, it starts at 5, program starts at 6:30, and we did that on purpose because we really want the community to feel brought together and a part of the experience. So we do have some cool stops like Magician and a cigar lounge that we're gonna pull out to give you a little fun before the real stuff happens.
Because it's to celebrate this community,
Yeah.
it's to celebrate our volunteers, our contributors. We couldn't do this without you. Yeah.
It's great.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Mandy and Maddie, thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to Soup for the Soul.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. All right, there's much more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. Are you ready for some fierce competition that's not only inspiring, but also full of camaraderie? Look no further than the 13th Annual Hart School District Special Education Track and Field Meet.
Here to share all about the exciting details about this incredible event are Adapted Physical Education Specialist, Patty Miller, and Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Tara Brown. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
All right, Patty, please remind everyone about the Hart Games and how it all came about.
15 years ago, I was teaching adapted PE at Rancho Pico, and they were sending all their students to a track and field meet, and also in the spring, a cross-country meet against all the other schools. And I'm like, well, why can't we do this? So next year, we got started. And here we are, we're up to 375 students.
Wow, that's incredible. So Tara, tell us what people can expect this year, how many students will be involved, and what kind of events will they be participating in?
So we expect to have at least 300 to 400 students involved, 90 volunteers or so, about 200 staff members. So it's a really important, significant event that we have, and so many participants from the community. A lot of different stakeholders are involved in this, and everybody's enthusiastic. So we're really excited. Yes.
All right, Patty, diving into the details.
All right.
What goes into planning all this? That's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts. How many people are involved on the volunteer side, and what does it really take to put on?
It takes everybody. I'm just one person. It starts from me and it trickles down. And we have our adapted PE teachers in each of the schools participating. They're doing a PE unit. And then we have the special education teachers in their classrooms of those students. They're helping. They're getting everybody together. They're doing permission slips. They're talking to parents. They will be getting, it's a field trip. So they'll be getting all that ready, administration. And then we have to get volunteers from the community to help. My friends, community members, parents, they volunteer. There's about 90 of them. We get the track students to volunteer. They usually come from Valencia High School, and this year there will be some from Hart High. They're helping with events such as 50-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard hurdles. For the fast kids, we have 200-meter dash. We have the relay, which is amazing. And then we have long jump, high jump, softball throw, javelin, and we have shot put and discus.
It sounds like you already have so much support, but Tara, I bet there's more people who are going to be watching this who are going to be like, I want to help, what can I do? Is there any involvement that you still need from like local businesses or other community members?
We do need more sponsors. We have some, and they're wonderful, but we have some more money we need to raise. We normally raise about $9,000 a year to sponsor the games. So if you're interested in sponsoring, please contact us. We would love to have your participation.
And I'm really interested in what this event means to each of you individually. So maybe, Tara, you can start.
What it means to me is that it's just so encouraging for the students to know that there's all the community that supports them, that encourages them, that believes in them, and stands out there and cheers them on to succeed. We have people at the finish lines, staff members, community members, office staff members cheering the kids on, and when they cross that finish line, everybody is celebrating.
because we're just celebrating the students' accomplishments, their love of sports, their dedication, their courage, and all of us are a part of it.
All right, and Patty?
For me, it's a chance to see our kids shine in a place where they don't normally shine. It's a chance to encourage their competitive nature when they don't often get that chance. They're not often in sports. Some of the parents didn't even know their kids could do that when they come and watch. To see the smile on their faces is worth everything.
That's beautiful, and I'm waiting to see the tear start to come, because it's beautiful. It's emotional.
We have opening ceremonies. You will cry.
Yeah.
Well, and it does sound so heartwarming and inspirational. So for people who haven't been and they're interested in coming and they're watching, what are they going to get out of this? What are they going to feel?
Oh, the chills will go up their arms. They're going to just feel their heart explode and realize, oh, there's something out there they can volunteer for to help. And just that people, there's so many volunteers to put this together, and that we all care. You know, it's nice to see people doing good out there. And if I didn't have the volunteers, the assistants, the teachers, the administration, if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And when you see it all put together, it's just a beautiful thing.
Perfect. So for people that want more information about the event, how do they get that?
Well, P. Miller is me, pmiller@hartdistrict.org, because I can send you all the information. We have a flyer on the hartdistrict.org website.
Beautiful.
Or P. Miller.
Great.
At hartdistrict.org.
Well, you could have all the emails.
Everybody,
That's okay.
Patty
That's
right
okay.
now. She will give you all the information. It'll be perfect. Tara, Patty, thank you so much for being with us today.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Beautiful.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm Eric Clark. I'm the producer-director of a play called Disconnect. It opens the 21st through the weekend through the 23rd. It was written by my father, Lee Clark, who passed away in December of 2023, about a man who dies. He doesn't know he's dead, and he comes on the stage, and it essentially is not heaven, but it's kind of a state of purgatory. And he comes across someone who claims that he or she is God. It's not a comedy, it's not a drama, it's what they call a dramedy. It's a little bit of both. And you just don't know what's going to happen, especially with this man's journey.
You might, at the very start, think, I got myself into. And then you're gonna find out, this is not a story about this guy up there. It's a story about everybody. And you're gonna walk out of there having some things answered, and you're gonna be on the drive home with your husband, your wife, whoever, and you're gonna have a conversation as to, wow, did it really go like that? And could that happen with anybody or me? Or is that all of our story? That's why this is a wonderful, wonderful story. I would love to see you out there. Please come see Disconnect at the Main Theater, February 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Go to the Main Theater website. You can buy tickets on Eventbrite. You can also get tickets at the door.
Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. Is your child ready to unleash their creativity? Well, you're in luck. The City of Santa Clarita's 9th Annual Youth Arts Showcase is just around the corner.
That's right, Jerrid. Santa Clarita is home to so many talented young artists, and I can't wait to see how they express themselves this year. And here to give us a sneak peek at the showcase is the City of Santa Clarita's Arts and Events Coordinator, Callie Nocella. Callie, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this is such a fantastic event with an even greater theme. Tell us what the theme is and walk us through the day of the event.
So the theme of the event this year is friendship, the heartbeat of global peace. This event will take you through various art forms. The theme really encapsulates what this event is all about because it brings people together, and it really is founded on working collaboratively. The event will highlight local groups through various performances, community groups, vocal groups, dance groups doing a lesson, as well as some drumming. And then there will be an art gallery featuring local artists in our elementary and high school schools.
So I know a lot goes into picking the theme. There's probably always a competition for what's going to win.
Yes.
How did you land on this one?
So we work very closely with the Sister Cities organization, and they actually have this theme as well. And the theme was decided upon because we wanted something to highlight how the event brings people together, as well as what truly unites people, and that is friendship. And it can be through various forms of art or talking to each other, and art is just a great binder.
What I love about this event is that it's not just like painting or like there's so many different forms of art that can compete.
Yes.
Tell us about some. I know you mentioned some of them, but what else can people submit?
So people can submit anywhere from an essay to poems to visual art that can include painting, chalk art, photography, videography. Anything that can be deemed art. If it's a dance performance and you have a video of it, go ahead and submit it. We would love to see anything that describes art to you.
Jerrid is a great dancer, and actually I could, it's students though, sorry.
It is students?
Sorry, Jerrid.
I'm sure we can cut to a clip. Yeah.
Done.
I think we should.
So I know the submissions are going to be judged, and so maybe you can tell us who are going to be the judges and what are they looking for?
So the judges are going to be a panel of people working with the city as well as local nonprofits, but you may see some familiar faces. I may have a glance at one or two, but we will really be looking for the passion, just something that shows that you're interested in continuing your art education, you're interested in pursuing something further, and there's a spark there, because that's really what it's all about, doing art.
And there's going to be, as we talked about, so many different kinds of arts that are going to be submitted. You personally, what are you looking forward to? What category is your favorite? Is it the dance? Is it the drawing? Is it literary? What are you looking forward to?
Last year, I really loved the interpretations of the theme through the drawn art. I think people just got so creative with it. And it was so wonderful seeing the colors and especially the younger ages. It was like, how do you come up with this at such a young age and just encapsulate the theme so perfectly? So I think the drawn art has to be what I'm looking forward to most, and kind of putting the gallery together and seeing how people all interpreted the theme individually.
So I can tell the passion when you describe it. So maybe a little bit deeper, like what got you into this role and profession and the connection with the showcase?
Oh yeah, so I actually grew up dancing within this community, and specifically tying to the role I'm in now, I grew up performing at some of the major events that we have within the city. So being able to allow community groups to perform at events that I put on is just very full circle. And it just makes me so happy to give people that opportunity to express themselves and do something that they love and not have to feel like they compete with each other, because so much of what art can tend to be is competition. And at events, it's really just showcasing their talent.
So give us the details. When is the actual showcase, but also when do people need to submit by?
So the showcase is on March 15th. It is going to be from 11 to 3 p.m. and it'll be at the Newhall Community Center. Deadline to submit artwork is February 28th.
Okay. Well, and Callie, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Before you go, should we do a dance-off? I heard dance.
Oh.
Only if you want to lose.
No, not. Oh, I thought you were saying me. I'm like,
no.
You two are doing it.
I'll say everybody else has to do the competition. Yeah.
I mean, I'm game.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Callie. Let's wrap this up.
Let's please cut that.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back.
The William S. Hart Union High School District is an exemplary district located in Santa Clarita, California, a community nestled in North Los Angeles County. The Hart District, rated as one of the top secondary districts in the state of California, strives to make a difference in the lives of our diverse student body by instilling a sense of community, courage, creativity, and caring. We do this by working together to offer high-performing academic programs, championship athletic teams, award-winning performing arts, and a robust career and technical education program. For our teachers and staff, we offer competitive salaries, a great benefits package, and a chance to work with our amazing students. Being in Santa Clarita offers the opportunity to be just minutes from it all. The beach, mountains, desert, close to the excitement of Los Angeles, all while living in a beautiful and safe community. So we invite you to meet with us and think about joining the William S. Hart District family, where we believe in one heart, every student, opportunity ready.
Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. February is designated as American Heart Month, but what many people aren't aware of is that heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, according to the American Heart Association.
Within the Santa Clarita community alone, Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital has seen an increase of more than 50% in cardiovascular issues. To meet this growing need, the Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital Foundation Home Tour League is set to host its annual and fabulous fashion show to benefit the Roberta G. Velos Cardiovascular Services.
Here to give us a sneak peek at this year's show and to help us get red carpet ready, our event chairs, MCs Missy Carter and Todd Stelnick. Missy and Todd, thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Missy, let's start with you. Before we talk about the highly anticipated event, remind everyone again, the Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital Foundation Home Tour League, and what do they do?
So we raise money for the hospital, obviously. This particular event goes for the cardiovascular services. So that's what we are raising money at the fashion show for.
And Todd, give us a preview of what people can expect this year. When is it, where is it, and can we still get tickets?
You can still get tickets. It is at the Hyatt. Each ticket's $100. Tables are $1,200. Thursday, February 20th. Just a couple things is the ticket sales and all the fundraising, 50% of it goes to Roberta G. Velos Cardiovascular Services at the Henry Mayo. 50% of it goes to them and to that great cause.
All right, and who are you partnering with? I think that's going to be a highlight of the show.
We have tons of sponsors. So we have Darlene Trevino of Trevino Law. She's our runway sponsor. And we have Ruben Haynes Design, Santa Clarita Magazine, of course. Other wonderful sponsors. We have Facey Medical, Catherine Barger's office, Henry Rodriguez Insurance, Park Wealth, Blowout Lounge, the Stelnick's own, Alexander Technique of Valencia, I believe, and Holly Hanlon. So those are our sponsors. We have great sponsors.
So my favorite part of the fashion show is getting to see what people wear, of course, but will there be any shopping involved is what I really need to know.
Yes, absolutely.
And what kind of shopping, what kind of damage can I do when I'm there?
So we have White House Black Market will be there. In good company, Hazel's Bags, Apparel, Care Tucker, she's local right here.
Love Care Tucker.
Yep. Strawberry Fig, J. David's for the men, and the Sataquay Club, my golf course I work out, is doing all the golf.
Oh, love that.
I know. I'm excited. We mentioned earlier that proceeds from this event will go towards cardiovascular services at Henry Mayo. What kind of programs and resources will the fundraiser benefit?
It's just basically all that money goes to the cardiovascular services there, the lab and everything that they do in there to run the cardiovascular services.
Mentioning how big the issue is, doing a fundraiser like that and drawing that many people is just going to be such a big impact for this community.
Yeah, it's gone 50% up, the cardiovascular. Here in our community, they've been using those services quite a bit. So these funds will help out that cause for those that have been using it in the past and in the future.
And rumor has it that you have some incredible models, some with some professional type experience, who are just going to be rocking the runway. Do you know anyone
Carrie,
who's going to be modeling?
You
Jerrid?
are going to be modeling. I did not know that.
No, I will not be. I will be in the audience cheering on a certain model.
I am very grateful to be one of the male models.
Jerrid's going to be one of our models.
Voluntold to do that role, so we'll watch me make fun of myself.
It's going to be great.
But it's going to be great. It's
walking the runway.
It's a great opportunity and a great fundraiser for an amazing need. So
who will be joining Jerrid on the runway? Who are some of the other models?
We have Shannon Mee from Egg Plantation,
yes.
Di Thompson, Allison Adler from Facey Medical Group will be joining us, a great doctor. Melanie Meyer from Thrivent, Rhonda Murray from Baker Family Foundation, and then of course, we have Ben Edwards from the Santa Clarita Club.
And we mentioned you both are the MCs. What are you looking forward to for this event?
Yeah, Missy Carter is my co-MC.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. It'll bring a lot of energy. Henry Mayo means a lot to both of us. We had our children there. I was born there. I was a debutante for the program way back when I was 18. It's a great hospital. It's the only one we got, and we have to support it and raise money. And I think we're going to have some surprises. We have some bow tie, but just have a good time.
Spice it up a little bit. Actually, we're going to have a lot of fun up there.
Our daughters will be modeling. I have 2 daughters, and Todd and Stephanie's 2 daughters, so it'll be fun. It's just we have some surprises. The decor is going to be fabulous. It always is. Our centerpieces, the ladies at the Henry Mayo do such a great job with everything. So it's going to be good. We have some surprises up our sleeves.
Those who have signed up and those who haven't signed up, they're going to be stoked that they came to this event, I can tell you that.
Good music. We have great music.
Yes. Okay, well, people want to come now. So where can they go to buy tickets and get more information to see Jerrid rock the runway?
They can go to henrymayogiving.com or call 661-200-1205 for any details.
Perfect.
All right, Missy and Todd, thank you so much for being here and talking about this amazing event that's coming up, and we appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see you next Thursday.
I'm excited. I'll be there. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you an artist looking to get your work into the community and attract potential buyers? Are you a business owner in need of local original artwork to decorate your establishment? Well, the City of Santa Clarita is here to help. Through the city's Places with Spaces program, Santa Clarita businesses can be matched with a local artist to put their pieces on display. Here's how it works. First, fill out an interest form at santaclaritaarts.com. Artists will submit a digital portfolio along with information on their available work. Businesses will give information on their available space and the specific subject matter they would like to display. And we do the rest. The Santa Clarita Arts team takes applications from artists and businesses and plays matchmaker, helping create what can be a lasting relationship. For more information and to get started, visit santaclaritaarts.com.
Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. For more than 18 years, Students Off and Running, better known as SOAR, has been giving Santa Clarita Valley students the incredible opportunity to train for the Los Angeles Marathon completely free of charge.
This inspiring program uses marathon training as a way to empower students, equipping them with the tools they need for a healthy, successful future.
And joining us today to share more about SOAR's premier fundraiser, the Mardi Gras Madness 5K and 10K, and why this program means so much to them are SOAR's captains, Sophia Nahara and Ben Kane. Thank you both for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
So, Sophia, let's start with you. Before we get into the details of the Mardi Gras run, remind everyone again where you go to school and what Students Off and Running is all about.
So we both go to AOC, and Students Off and Running is, again, a free 24-week marathon training program open to anyone in the Hart District. I personally joined because AOC has no sports, and it was accessible, a great way to meet other people from outside my school. My school is really small, and I've just loved it ever since I started doing it in my freshman year.
Sophia, I'm very interested. I've never run a marathon, so what type of training goes into that? How many miles are you running leading up to it? Give us the inside scoop.
Yeah, so we usually meet about 3 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays after school, and then either Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings if it's a race day. And we are running, I would say, about an average towards the end of about 20 miles per week. And we do most of our large mileage on the weekends. And it is a very gradual build of mileage. We start out just doing 2, and then we run 3 miles on the weekend, and then our longest run before the marathon is 20 miles. So that's still a 6-mile gap from the marathon, but we're more than equipped to run that distance.
So Ben, I want to hear from you because I want to say that last year was the first year you did it.
Yeah, I started last year, and I would have never thought that I even had any chance of being able to run 26 miles. The most I had run when I started it was, I think, 3. And that kind of goes to show the quality of a program that SOAR is, being able to take someone who's run 3 miles and running around the bases on a baseball field was long distance for me. And it takes someone who does that and is able to turn them into someone who ran that marathon. And I was SOAR was such a positive experience that I ran one over the summer, and now this is going to be my third this year.
So how did you feel doing the first one? Like, was it a challenge? Were you like, I got this? And how'd you feel after?
I mean, I thought I was ready. I had my goal time, and the goal time shifted to let's finish, because what I think going into my first marathon, my conception was I'm gonna have this time and I'm gonna beat my time, which has always been my goal every run, to have a goal time. But a marathon is a whole different animal of a type of thing to do, and I think kind of just the idea of finishing is what's important, and after I felt that rewarding feeling of crossing the finish line, knowing that I did this thing that is really difficult and that I didn't think I was gonna be able to do.
We have to sign up. I'm inspired, I'm ready to rock.
Wow.
No?
I don't think I could do the 3 miles right now.
Okay, so shifting back to the event that's coming up, the Mardi Gras event. So go ahead and give us some details about maybe the route, can the public attend, kind of all those inside details.
Can Jerrid run?
So yes, we have 130 spots still available, and it is on February 23rd, and that's kind of, anyone can go, anyone can sign up. We're gonna have our team around the course making sure that everyone goes the right way, no one gets lost, and we're gonna have all the proper tools there for anyone to run, whether you're experienced, whether you're new. People can even walk if they want to and just support the program.
That's great.
And the event sounds like so much fun. There's going to be a DJ, giveaways, food, and I heard dog costume contest, and super excited. What is that about?
So it is a very community-based event, and all of the vendors there are local, so you'll be supporting local businesses when you come. We have raffles for things like spa days and like gift baskets. Of course, animals are always encouraged. It's going to be on the bike trails here in Santa Clarita. It will start in the mall, but it will go back into the bike trails and then again end at the mall. So it's very accessible if anyone wants to come and walk. And it's really just like a kind of a party. Like you show up, you run, and then you have some goodies afterwards. We'll have food and stuff. Yeah, great time.
So we want to maybe get a little more personal about SOAR.
Yes.
So if you maybe, Sophia, you can start. What does the organization mean to you, and why are you so enthusiastic about it?
So I'm a graduating high school senior, and I would say that SOAR has absolutely been one of the defining memories for my high school career. I'm going to be graduating, going off to college, and it has just put me on an entirely different path for my life. I want to run marathons like for the rest of my life, for as long as my legs will allow me. I used to be a competitive swimmer, but I had to quit due to injuries. So when I pivoted to running, it was definitely quite a big challenge to go from water to lands, but running is such a great community, and being able to connect with my classmates, people from outside of my school, and even adults within the community, it's been really moving.
That's great.
So Ben, what about you?
So as I said, I joined SOAR just last year, but it's just been such a big and important part of my high school journey, as well as she said, our school does not have any sports. And I was a big sports player growing up. I played baseball, I played basketball, I ran short distances, but I never really had that sports type of thing in high school. And this gave an opportunity. Sophia was actually one of the people who recruited me to go to SOAR, along with some of the other people who were on the team at that time. But once I was able to join, I had that sense of teamwork. And just another aspect of not just SOAR, but even just trying to get people into running, it's very good for mental health and kind of clearing your head. As high school students, we have a lot of schoolwork. Anyone who has a lot of things on your mind, running is just such a great mental health benefit and can just kind of help clear your head, and it keeps me like in a more happier state. And I just feel that running and SOAR has made me like a happier, more uplifted, positive person.
That's great. So if people can't go to Mardi Gras Madness, but they want to participate or even donate, where can they go to find more information or do that?
So there are all of the links to sign up for Mardi Gras, to donate to the club, on our Instagram page at SOAR_SC. So you guys can go there and just click on the little link, and there will be multiple links to volunteer for Mardi Gras if you just want to hang around a bit and have a good time, to run Mardi Gras, and then donate to our organization.
Great. Awesome. Sophia and Ben, thank you for being here, and we wish you the best of luck in all your running and future endeavors.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. All right, stick with us. We'll be right back.
It's normal to feel down. Our emotions are a part of being human. But sometimes, it's hard getting back to normal.
Why are you failing? You're smarter than that. Or at least I thought you were. You're weak, man. Loser.
You don't know what that person is going through. However, there's always time to gather hope.
Hey man, did you maybe want to go shoot some hoops with me?
Yeah, sure, I'm down. We are not defined by other people. We choose the person we want to be.
Loser.
Hey man, everybody makes mistakes. You'll do better on the next one. Want to come play some basketball with us? So why not choose to be a hero? All it takes is one move. If you or someone you know is going through a hard time and needs support, call the number listed below. That is 661-235-5662. Don't hesitate to call. You could be someone's next hero.
Welcome back to SCVTV's Community Corner. The Santa Clarita Public Library's One Story, One City program is back this March, bringing the community together through the power of reading.
And this year's book selection is sure to spark some great conversations. Want to learn more? This Week in Santa Clarita has all the details. Check it out.
Hi, Santa Clarita. I am here to talk to you about One Story, One City, my favorite program that the library puts on. So this year, which is our 10th year, we're going to be doing The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. It is a fantastic book that focuses a lot on family. It takes place in Ecuador, and we got a little magical realism going on. Our very first event is going to be on March 1st, and we are going to be meeting Zoraida. She's going to come, she's going to talk to us. It's going to be amazing, and I am inviting you to come do this. So you can find out more information at the link below. Join us.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to tune in next week and every week for another episode of SCVTV's Community Corner.
Check out all of our past episodes and segments at scvcommunitycorner.com or our Facebook at SCV Community Corner.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you next time.
At SCVTV, we believe in the power of television to inspire, educate, and unite our community. But we can't do it alone. Donate today, and together we can continue to create meaningful content and provide next-generation workforce opportunities.